We are 1 week away from the Sixers season opener in Boston, and we have breaking news. Tell a friend, tell a family member, tell your next door neighbor's cousin. I don't care, but tell them that we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, we just got 2 huge Sixers updates, and they are better than originally expected. We're going to talk about those, and we're going to take a look at some footage of not only Joel Embiid, but Tyrese Maxey, and even Paul George cooking on the practice floor. All that and more coming up here on Philly Take with RB, but welcome into the show. Can you tell I'm juiced? I'm pumped. I am pumped up. We are 7 days away. It's no longer we'll see what happens in 2 months. No, next Wednesday night, you better be in the live show, and you better be in there all season long because we're going to be live, pregame, live game, postgame, every single game. We're going to be streaming other games. The NBA season feels finally back. And I want to start it off with a quick update as the Sixers have officially signed MarJon Beauchamp. We talked about him a couple days ago. Go check that out. He is now on the team. Emoni Bates has been waived to make room, but we'll see if Beauchamp has any shot at making the roster. Also, another big update in Sixers world. Today, the iconic black jerseys went on sale on Sixershop.com. But the Sixers are not only bringing those back, they're bringing hip-hop back. And they are going to do that for a couple of games. So they're doing all the right things. You can't let us down now. Not with hip-hop on the floor. He won't be there every game. But for select games, I'm guessing the ones where they wear the black jerseys, he will be the mascot. And according to Alex Coffey here, Bill Roth, who played the mascot, will come out of retirement. Apparently, he had a torn ACL as the Sixers mascot. So the curse goes back years and years. Even the mascot was getting injured. He was day-to-day. He was ramping up. Anyway, man, enough of the ramper-uppers and the day-to-days. It is official, man. Joel Embiid and Paul George both participated today in, quote, most of practice. Paul George played some 3-on-3 per the team. Now, if you had asked me a month ago, do I think Joel Embiid or Paul George realistically are going to be back on the floor for opening night, I would have said no. And as the last couple weeks have went on, if you had said, is Joel Embiid going to be on the floor on opening night? I would say there's a chance. Paul George, absolutely not. Where I stand today, with 7 days to go until the season starts, I still don't think Paul George will be on the floor opening night. I think he'll come back sooner than expected, though. But I think Joel Embiid is going to be on the floor against the Boston Celtics. Matter of fact, I think he's actually going to play pretty well. All signs are indicating that Joel Embiid is going to be ready to go for opening night. Who do you think the starting lineup is going to be on opening night in 7 days in Boston? Give me your thoughts down below. And ladies and gentlemen, here is what we have from yesterday's practice of Joel Embiid in one-on-ones. And they said he was just tormenting everybody. We talked about how he looks nimble and he's quick and he's agile. He's in the best shape of his life. Obviously, he needs to stay healthy. Look at him just absolutely cook Kelly Oubre right there. You know what's funny about that? And we'll talk about that in a second after he cooks Paul George as well. Look at PG. I mean, these guys look like little kids compared to Joel. He's the big bully. This is what I miss. And obviously, it's not in a game situation, but I miss this. I really, really do. After the Phillies flopped out of the playoffs, there's nobody I want to see more than Joel Embiid in a finals game. I want to see this guy on the biggest platform in the world with a chance to shock everybody with an insane comeback story. And if you don't feel the same way, then you don't have a heart. VJ's giving him a little shove. VJ's getting into it. And this is what Kelly Oubre had to say about Joel Embiid yesterday. Quote, he had a cheat code out there. Matter of fact, Dwight Howard was on a podcast yesterday. He said that Joel Embiid's the only player in the world that has a chance of beating Shaq one-on-one. So a lot of hype about Joel Embiid. They're calling him a cheat code. And here is Joel Embiid yesterday as well, cooking some more in one-on-ones. And he's smiling. Look at the big smile. Side to side. Maybe that's the same video. I don't know. But this guy is smiling from ear to ear. He looks happy. He looks to be in good shape. Everybody's counting you out. 21. This is on you. Take it personal. Take it personal. Everything that they've said about you. Everything that they said you couldn't do. Joel, I want you to come back and resume from December of 2023, where you were playing some of the best basketball in NBA history. It's on you, 2-1. So Joel Embiid is looking better than expected. And if all goes right, I don't see a reason why he can't be on the floor on opening night. And when Nick Nurse was asked about whether Joel Embiid can play in the preseason opener in a couple days on Friday, he says, quote, "I think there's some chance. Yeah, I don't think we're there yet." He says it could go either way depending on how the next few days go. So Joel Embiid might even suit up in the preseason. Now, the next update I'm going to give you is even better, so you don't want to miss it on the other side. But first, a shout out to our sponsor of today's video. Shout out to our great sponsor of today's video, Mando Deodorant. Look, fall is here, school is in session, football and basketball are here. Staying fresh while everybody's indoors is a challenge, and that's where Mando comes in. Mando is a whole body deodorant that controls sweat and odor for 72 hours, and after just 12 hours, underarm sweat was reduced by 92% during their clinical trials. Mando uses premium ingredients to keep you fresh and dry. If you're someone like me who sweats a lot, then this is perfect for you, as it is clinically proven to block odor all day. I love this combo they have going on here. The deodorant plus the sweat control solid stick gives you double the protection. No more worrying about sweat stains and those embarrassing pit rings, just all day freshness and dryness. So go check them out today. I'd recommend the Mando starter pack. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, a cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. And right now is a special offer for listeners. You can get 20% off and free shipping. All you have to do is use our code PhillyTake5 at shopmando.com. Once again, 20% off site-wide and free shipping with the code PhillyTake5. Support them. Let them know that we sent you. Say goodbye to sweat stains and hello to long-lasting freshness. All right, man, are you ready for this? Not only is Joel Embiid on the floor, but Paul George is also participating. Nick Nurse today said Joel Embiid and Paul George both played in live full court 3-on-3, which was Paul George's first live action. He says, "I thought he looked really good. You can still see incredible shot making. I think he was moving very well and did not seem tentative to me." And here we have some footage of not only Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey, but how about our boy Paul George? He's actually back on the floor. I don't know if he's going to be ready for game 1, but he seems to be moving better. However many weeks this has been since he had a re-injury to the knee. Vibes are high. Guys are smiling. Yo, what a move, by the way, that was by Tyrese Maxey. And then he just blows right by Embiid. Yo, don't sleep on my guy Tyrese Maxey. Reese is going to prove the world wrong as well. Oh, he's ready to go. He's ready to go. He's cooking the old head. Shout out to Tyrese Maxey. And then we have PG against Tyrese Maxey. Let's see how PG looks one-on-one. Got him to bite there on the under. Tyrese Maxey was mad there. Yo, PG might still have something left in the bag. Ladies and gentlemen, they've done it to us again. What a move. They've made us buy back in. We are back in. I'm back in. They did it to me again. So what do you think about Paul George? Will he be good this season? Will he finally bounce back? Will he be what the Sixers paid him to be? And can the Sixers actually bring this thing together? I want to fly under the radar. I don't want them to talk about the 76ers. I want to go so far under the radar and just end up as a 3 seed in the playoffs and make some noise. Then they could talk about us. No expectations. Let these guys go in and have fun and do their thing. Now, one guy who we haven't seen in a while is Jared McCain, and we finally got to hear from him at practice today. He says, "The universe keeps throwing haymakers at me, and he's 2 weeks away from getting the brace on his hand off. Then he will move to a playing brace." So I would expect that we'll see Jared McCain in about a month. All smiles, great vibes, great person. It sucks to see him going through this stuff. But listen to this. Jared McCain says that he tore his right thumb by tagging a roller. So think about a pick and roll, and he's chasing down a guy, and his thumb got caught. He says he felt a pop when he made contact with a player and then immediately knew, went to the training room, started crying, and after a few days, he got out of his depressive state and back to his normal self. I mean, it just sucks. He's right. The universe is throwing a lot at him right now, but I think he's going to bounce back. I think he's going to be a heck of a player. I really do. I am sold on Jared McCain. And Jared McCain is sold on VJ Edgecombe. He says, quote, "Oh man, he's the best. Obviously, his athleticism is insane." McCain spoke about Edgecombe's ability to quickly apply coaching on the court. We've heard that all summer, right? He absorbs knowledge. But what I really like is that McCain and VJ are obviously battling for minutes, and Jared McCain doesn't take 1 second to sit there and think, hey, maybe this guy's my competition. Nope. all in support of the team. He's supportive of his guys. Obviously, they have a friendship, but I just think that speaks a lot to Jared McCain's character. And last but not least, Nick Nurse gives an update on Trendon Watford, who is still dealing with a hamstring injury. He says he did some introductory stuff in practice today. I would imagine there is still a little ways to go before we even get him out there in live action. So the Trendon Watford situation has taken another setback. I don't even know if he's going to be ready for opening night. That leaves a wide open gap at the power forward position. I think Dominic Barlow is probably the favorite to win it at this point. Maybe it could be Jabari Walker. Maybe they go with 4 guards. I don't know. Everything's up in the air. But the most important thing is that Joel Embiid and Paul George are in good spirits. They seem to be working their way back on the floor, and maybe things will actually come together. You give me your thoughts, though. What do you think about this team? Can they actually surprise people this year? 1 week away. Give me all your thoughts down below. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will catch you on the next one. Peace.